Hi everyone, Dan from BetterCloud here. Today I'd like to review some advanced alerts. Let's go ahead and expand alerts, then click on Manage so that we can begin building them. We're going to go through 3 different alerts today in 3 different applications. First, by clicking Type, then System, Template, and clicking Apply. This will allow us to see all of the alerts that we're capable of building. Let's select Integration and start with our first application, Google. Then we can click Apply. Now, what if someone is forwarding an email outside the organization, but it's to a competitor? So we set this up by default by allowing you to know if someone's forwarding to Gmail, Outlook, and Yahoo. But if someone is forwarding an email, for example, to someone at Salesforce, you'd be able to know about it. So we've named this email added to forwarding list Salesforce because in our alert conditions, we're going to set this as forwarded to, and the operator will contain Salesforce. So on the right-hand side here, in our value, we're going to put @Salesforce. Scrolling down, you can see that this is already set up as a critical alert. We know that this is perfect, and we can go ahead and publish this. Now, if anyone is forwarding an email out to Salesforce, BetterCloud will detect it. Adding this to a workflow will allow you to take remediation that you decide. Let's move on from Google to Box by unchecking Google and checking Box. Then selecting Apply. Now we can see all of our system and template alerts for Box. What if someone shares a file externally? Well, that may be okay, but depending on where they share it from, that could be an issue. If someone shares a file from a human resources path, that could be an issue. In our Box conditions, we can add a condition based on the path of a file. So our data point will be path, selected here. Our operator is going to be contained because anytime a path contains human resources, we want this to go off. And in our value, we'll type in human resources. Scrolling down, we don't need any content scanning because this is a policy based on a path. And anytime anything gets shared, that's going to be a critical alert, allowing it to show up differently on our dashboard. We can go ahead and publish this, then add it to a workflow for remediation. Finally, let's take a look at Okta. Let's select our integration, scroll down, and find Okta in our list. Onboarding workflows often start when a new user is created. And notice here, you have a system alert for new user in Okta. This is a little different. We're going to create a custom alert from a system alert instead of a template. Notice when you click Add Condition, you get a pop-up letting you know that this is a system alert and it needs a new name because you're creating a new alert. We'll call this new Okta user Sales in Department because our department field will now contain the phrase sales. In a workflow, you can only do department is. This will allow us to say that the data point is department and the operator is contains, making this a little more flexible for our onboarding. So this way, anytime department contains the word sales, we can bring users into our onboarding workflow if our source of truth is Okta. To take it a step further, what if the person in sales is in a location like New York City? We can base another condition on city. So notice we picked add condition and now we have a second specific condition. We'll pick city as our data point and our operator will be is because we need it to be specifically the city. So sales can be contained in department, but New York must be the city. This will make our onboarding much more granular. Hopefully these have been helpful for you.